Why is she there? What?
That's not where people belong.
No. And like, what's the story there? Like,
honestly, yeah, I'd like to know the backstory. Like, I got you under my skin. That doesn't sound sanitary.
No, and it's
making an infection.
It's itchy.
Yeah.
So you feel itchy all the time because you have someone under your skin?
I don't know. Yeah. And he's probably dead.
Yeah.
Well, he is dead. It's Frank Sinatra. He's dead.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while. So I wonder if she's still under his skin in his casket somewhere.
Well, I don't know. Let's bring him in.
He's right here.
Come on in, Frank.
Is she still under your skin?
It's just a skeleton.
Let's peel it back.
Happy Halloween.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the After School Special Club podcast.
Hello.
I'm Chris.
I'm Mary.
And this is your one-stop shop for all things game-related, entertainment-related, and you get some stories from our pitiful lives.
Yeah,
they're very sad.
They're very sad stories.
Yeah, they're oh my god, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
I think the last time I thought about it, I cried a little bit inside. But
anyway, pushing that back down.
Let's get in denial mode. I love denial mode.
Mary, how's your week been?
It's been good. Kind of a blur. Fast paced. Fast paced like a train, like a bullet train that we don't have in the United States. Thank you, USA.
USA.
US lame.
US lame.
Get out of this country. Me to myself. Get out of this country.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But no, it's been okay. I've played some games. I've just been playing Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
11, which I was playing last week. I talked about it. And then I actually beat Road 96. Finally. It took me a while, but I did beat it.
What ending did you get? I'm curious. Like, how did yours end?
So it was the Tyrak got out.
Oh, good.
Pushed him out. Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
It was a close call too.
Yeah. But I think I failed. I only killed 2 people. Like of the people that you played through, like I only killed 2 people.
I think I also only killed 2 people, and I think I died the first time, and then I think I survived most of the endings, and I think I might have. Yeah, I died one time. Because there was like one ending where you can escape through the border building.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And like I let Zoe escape and I stayed behind and got shot.
That's one of my deaths too. Yeah.
So, and Zoe's my least favorite character. So I'm like, wow, why did I do that?
Yeah. But she was the one who's going to lead the leak to the outside world.
Exactly. That's why I let it happen.
Bigger picture.
Exactly. I do think bigger pictures.
Yeah. We're basically saints.
Yeah. We're holy.
Saint Chris and Saint Mary. Isn't that very like biblical?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Saint Christopher is the guardian angel for travel. And
then Saint Mary is the thing that holds the Jesus.
She's the one.
The womb. She's the saints of wombs.
She's that slut. I mean.
She didn't have sex, Chris. It was
right.
She didn't have sex.
Immaculate conception.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, anyway. Don't know how we got on that topic. But.
Yeah, we have a couple topics for today. It's probably going to be pretty laid back. Mary and I had a long week, so.
Yeah.
Let me sip on my coffee.
Chris is sipping on some hot coffee right now.
It's very hot. This is a ceramic mug, so my hands are burning.
You're like,
I'm like,
holding the pain. Hi, guys.
So the first little bit of news that I have today is we have a release announcement from Capcom. They are releasing DLC for Resident Evil Village.
Woot.
That's me. Awooga. So, I'm like, so anyway.
Me in the back.
Awooga. So yeah, Capcom has announced in their annual integrated report that the company will be working on a free DLC for Resident Evil Village due to release sometime in the future. They didn't have like any exact release date or anything. They just said it's on the horizon. The company's director, Yoichi Egawa, spoke briefly about the company's strategy and hinted at what we might be able to expect from the DLC in the following statement. He said, "We'll drive our customer management to understand the playing trends and preferences of users while also building a business model for online operations, taking into account the situation of our free additional DLC for titles such as Monster Hunter Rise and Resident Evil Village."
Okay. That's when my brain kicked in and started paying attention. Because
I had a block quote and you were like, shing,
shing, Resident Evil Village. That's exciting. I think that that's something that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I love how they just say future. Could be 10 years.
Right.
Could be 10 minutes. It could be already out. We don't know.
I'm downloading it right now. It just came out.
What? A FOMO? I'm feeling.
Yeah. Well.
Did you already play it?
Yeah.
It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. It
Yeah.
must be quick. It's a short DLC.
I mean, I prefer when studios don't give release dates because it hurts less when they delay things.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like, and I understand like there's business operations. Like I think a lot of times they have to give release dates because of pressure from like stakeholders.
Yeah.
So it does suck when you're like anticipating something dropping on a certain day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I was super excited for Dying Light 2 to come out in December and then they postponed it, which like I was like, meh.
Yeah.
Because I had a date I was looking forward to, but then I was like happy because, you know, I'm like, I would prefer if a studio would take its time if they're allowed to.
Yeah.
Take their time. I would much prefer that to happen so that we can get a better result.
No, for sure. And it's
So.
yeah, and keeping it open-ended, like you said, like doesn't give them that pressure to where they can choose their whole process and like what that looks like for them and plan out everything and not have to worry and stress about a date and then make their workers work godly hours and like push that through and it be like a, sorry to say it again, Cyberpunk.
Our classic example.
I'm almost getting sick and tired of talking about how bad Cyberpunk was. Also, I feel kind of like a hypocrite because I enjoyed the game.
I also enjoyed the game, but I shit on it so much.
Yes, I shit on it, but I played it on the PS5, so I didn't have as many bugs or as many. It wasn't game breaking for me.
Right.
But I do realize some people were game breaking. But Capcom, yes, I feel like is just avoiding this altogether and not putting that pressure on themselves. I think Resident Evil Village, isn't that the highest selling Resident Evil?
Yeah, so they just recently passed 5 million copies sold, and it reached 5 million, I think, faster than the last 4 games I read. Or
Makes sense.
past 3 games. So it had not only surpassed the sales of the previous games, but also the speed at which they sold, which makes me really happy because, you know, you and I were both huge fans of the Resident Evil franchise. So it makes me happy to see it getting the attention that I think it deserves. Because Village was an excellent game.
Yeah, it was so smooth.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I really, it was funny too, because I like, there's in the article that I pulled this information from, there was like a slideshow. And it was all just photos of Ethan's hands getting fucked up.
Yeah. I love the one part where she literally slices off Ethan's hands.
Right.
And right when she did that, I was like, he's just going to stick it back on.
And he did.
And he did.
Chem fluid,
And
man.
I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But it was funny because I was like, man, the graphics are so good. And I like kind of forgot because I was looking at those screenshots and the one of and it's from that scene, or maybe like a different one with his hands. But I was just like the detail, like I forget how well detailed not just the environments are, but like the characters.
Yeah.
Because it was just a picture of his hand, but it looked like a real hand. Like it had the creases, it had texture. Like I was just like, man.
Yeah, they do it so good.
So yeah, I love Village. So I'm excited for a DLC. And I'm curious like what it will be. Because there's no information about it yet. It's still very brand new in terms of like news.
Do you think, I'm hypothesizing, I'm a scientist now.
Oh.
I have a degree.
Dr. Mary.
I'm just a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I know it's confusing.
So you don't have a PhD?
I don't have any educational
You're like, I have
background
no
at all.
credentials actually at all.
No, I call myself a scientist.
Oh,
And
so you're on. Oh, so you are. You are on Twitter.
No, I'm just basically a liar.
So you're on Twitter.
Yes, full circle. You caught me. But I wonder if because the Lady D was so popular and she became a meme overnight.
Right.
And she became the face of the game, even though she wasn't in that much of the game.
Right.
Like in the grand scheme of things.
It's funny, like real quick before I let you continue, like I think it's funny because in so much of the promotional content for the game, it was so focused around that first branch of the story.
Yeah.
That that when I first played it, I was like, oh, I beat the castle in like an hour and a half or like 2 hours or something. It was really short. No, it was probably even less than that, like an hour. Yeah, like an hour and a half. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I was expecting like you to be in that the manor for much longer.
Yeah.
Or go back to it more or yeah. But no.
Nope.
I actually like that. That was smart too because they only showed a part of it.
Right. And the other parts of the game did not lack. You know, like that was the nice thing was like, even though the promotional content made it seem like there was going to be more castle content, when you get to the other legs of the story with the other three characters, the other three villains, I guess, I never felt like they were less well done.
Yeah.
Like everything felt very well rounded atmospherically, the characters, the environments, everything. So
I feel like they could either do a DLC of like Chris in the game, like his, like, because they showed him, they have you play as him towards the end, where you have all those OP guns and like you have all the ammunition. And
right.
That was actually really fun to play as Chris for a bit. So I wonder if you're gonna play as Chris in the DLC, because that would make sense, because you already kind of played as him in the village.
Right. And because since his first appearance in the story that he's like around, like he's lurking.
Yeah. Also, he is around. Man, he looks good in that game.
Right. He gets around.
I was kind of expecting it because he's been bulking up with every game.
Oh yeah. He just gets
like,
hotter every game.
I was like, you look like James Bond.
Yeah.
Like, please. How do you do this?
Please come over.
The T-virus is good for you, girl. But I wonder if it's going to be Chris or one of the villains.
Right.
Because the villains have such like a backstory that's like really connected to the game.
Right.
And so I'm thinking maybe they would have that, or like Lady D, like the backstory there, because that was kind of tragic. Her story was tragic.
Right. And it's interesting too. Like I personally think that I would prefer, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I would love to play as Chris. Has my namesake. Mm-hmm. Love Chris Redfield. However, he's had enough screen time in the past.
Got to get the new boys in. He's
exactly.
an old.
I mean, and he's
model.
great, and it would be interesting to see. Because I don't know, like, story-wise, what DLC could have around him, like, being in the village. I mean, I don't know.
It could be like a Hallmark movie where he's wearing that turtleneck, that sweater.
Yeah. It's snowing.
Yeah.
It's winter.
He comes to the town. He's like,
looking for love.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a city boy. I've never been around the. Can you show me around town? Can you show me?
It's just like the werewolf creature.
It's like, I like the locals. They're really nice. He's just like drinking coffee.
I personally think that I would prefer to have more. I think I would prefer to play as the villains and play as them, like have their backstory.
Which one of the villains would you want to play most?
Probably, just in terms of like lore expansion, probably Lady D, because she has such a important impact on the entire franchise. Like, I think like the lore that they added with her character it impacts the whole franchise, because it's like she helped, like she was part of the foundation of Umbrella, and like all that information that you find out when you're at the end and you're playing as Chris and you find Mia in like a jail cell.
Yeah.
And you're in like her laboratory and you find out that she was like a scientist and she was trying to save her daughter and like all that stuff. I think that she has a very like provoking past that I want to learn more about, and I think that they could really expand on that, and it would be really interesting.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like I would also like, I mean, I honestly think like any of them. I don't remember, I can't remember her name, but it was the doll lady. I was
going to say that's who I would want to play as, because I feel like that would be cool, because they could really up the horror aspect.
Yes. And she's kind of enigmatic. Like, you don't get a lot of her backstory, and you don't see her character really that much.
Yeah, it's very brief. And that was like the scariest part of the game, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking dolls. The weird baby thing.
And the vagina baby face. The baby with the vagina face. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that moment. I just want to keep like briefly talk about that moment, because I don't think we really talked about Village before.
Yeah, we haven't.
No.
We should have done a whole episode on it.
We should have. But one thing I do want to talk about is with the baby. and you know, if you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But when the moment led up to that, I thought it was going to be some like creepy, like I was scared during that part. Like you had to go down the stairs, and like after the doll thing you had to take apart to get the key and then go downstairs.
Yep. Into the well.
Yeah. And I was like expecting like some kind of, I don't know. And you know me, I'm terrified of tall people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Freakishly tall people. I'm not talking like a normal height, like 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever. But once you get to the 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet, like in like
looming, I get terrified. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I was imagining some weird, like detached, like limbs, tall person coming through the doorway and just being like, "Brr." So when I heard the sound, I was like, oh, and then I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, I wasn't scared of it. No, I wasn't scared of it either.
Yeah. But like I was scared of it before it showed what it was.
And it was, I think, the tension, like that leg of the story, I feel like was very tense because you're like locked in the basement and there are no like enemies. You know, there's no like creepy crawlies or like zombies or anything. It's very tense, and it's dolls. So you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, because that was really anxiety inducing because you had to find the doll. And then before they were like shaking, they shook more and more.
Ah!
Yeah, that was terrifying.
And of course the light, like, of course the light's going out. I was like.
Yeah, that was the most anxiety inducing part for me.
So, yeah, very well done. I love it. I would love to have more backstory on her. Like, and who knows, maybe like, I don't know how expansive the DLC is going to be. Like, if it's going to be a short thing or if it's going to be like another like 8 hours, like what. It would be cool to get backstory for all 4 of the villains, I think, because they're all very interesting in their own right.
Yeah, I agree.
But I have a feeling it would probably be, if they were to go down the villain route, it would probably be centered around Lady D.
Yeah, she was the most popular.
Yeah.
In the internet, in the interwebs, she was the most popular.
And I think she has the most lore.
And I think she's the favorite because of her personality. Her big
honking personality.
Yeah. Like looming.
Like heavy.
Like double D personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I judge people.
D for Demetresk.
Yeah. One last thing. I'm not sure if it's free or not. If it's
it is free.
It is?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Even better. Yeah, I
love free
things.
shit. They're like,
Even
it's
better.
an online multiplayer game, and I'm like, ah!
I'm like, no. Oh God. Oh no.
No.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
I really hope it's not. I hope it's another like story based.
It's just like a sandbox.
Yeah.
Like a
that's the thing is like
royale.
they had those like mini game things like where you can go run around the town killing monsters, and I'm like, I don't want something like that.
Yeah, and it's like Last of Us, how they had the multiplayer. Like I don't care. Uncharted, they had multiplayer. I'm like, don't care.
Nope, don't care. Don't want it.
Don't want it.
Didn't ask for it.
It's no means no.
Yeah.
Capcom.
I said no.
Yeah, we
and
said
we have the
no.
final say.
Yeah, it goes to our desk.
Yeah.
We sign off on it. It's like a little stamp. It says like poop.
It's just the poop emoji. And
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, this is mixed messaging. And I'm like, I know.
I know. It's a bunch of shit, right? Am I right?
But it's funny. I'm funny. Tell me I'm funny.
No.
All right. So moving on. We also got a state of play.
Yeah, this state of play. I was so, because I heard articles about it. You know, when you see a state of play, Sony just like releases it.
They just have state of plays.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to do a state of play this Wednesday. And I was like, yes. I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to get home. I'm going to get some snacks. I'm going to get some water because I don't drink. So water.
Water. I can't
Yes.
emphasize this enough. Water.
Water. What are you doing?
Water. If you're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Wooter. If you're from... If you're from
the
nowhere.
North Pole.
Yeah.
You're from the moon.
Santa's making wooter.
Wooter.
Santa's shop.
Santa's making wooter. And I'm like, come again?
Yep.
Yep.
So I was really excited for this state of play. And when it started, I honestly don't remember a lot of it.
You're like, I blacked out.
I blacked
on
out.
water.
Like there was some, I over drank water and I comatose from it. Oh, yeah. I had an OD on water, which is the thing.
Yeah, it's
that
possible
is the thing. Yeah.
to drink too much water.
Yes. But I think the first game, I can't remember the first game. I just knew right away what it was going to be. I was like, this isn't going to be an interesting state of play. Because it was only 20 minutes long. And then I think I was like 8 minutes into it and it just kept playing like Bug Snacks DLC. Like there was like a battle royale game that was trying to be like Fortnite and Overwatch. And it just wasn't my jam. And I was like, okay. And it was like 8 minutes into it. I'm like, oh, fuck. There's not going to be
You're like, I
anything
can
good on
already
it.
feel that I'm not going to get anything from this.
Yes. And they had this weird like go-kart game. So it was like so it looks like it's trying to be like a Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But badly done. Like it looks like a PS4 game that you get for free. And you're just like, I don't want this.
I don't want.
Like, and you don't download it. That's the kind of game this reminds me of. Because the character design is like hilariously generic.
Oh my God. I have to look this up because I actually, being totally honest, didn't watch the state of play because Mary was like, it was awful. So I was like, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll just make Mary talk about it.
Yes. But I do think that it was for third party. So it was like for indies developers more so and like third party developers, which is cool that they get limelight. And that's awesome that they get the showcase in order to share their work.
Right.
Which I think is important.
Yeah.
It's important.
Of course. Yeah.
But I also feel like it shouldn't be drawn up to be this big announcement or something. You know what I mean? Like it should be its own subset of like YouTube videos. Like, oh, like this is like if you were interested in like third party exclusives for the PlayStation or whatever. But
this looks cool.
Oh, this is the one that was. There's two that are actually interesting. We Are AFK.
I like the style of this.
Oh, the style is beautiful. This was on the summer showcase.
I was gonna say I feel like I remember this one.
Yeah,
because I was intrigued by it stylistically.
Yes, that's why I wasn't really like into it, like being like, oh my god, this game, because I already knew it was coming out.
Right.
But this game is something that I'm interested in getting. We Are OFK. Art style is really cool. It's about this band. They're starting in LA, and I guess. I'm not sure if they're an actual band in real life.
Yeah.
Because they're releasing their album. They say that they're releasing their album in the game. There's 6 songs.
Yeah, it's interesting because this description, I'm looking at a PlayStation blog article. There aren't really descriptions about these, but it does say 5-episode music biopic series.
Yeah, because in the trailer, I guess one of the singers is like, also one of the singers is wearing Black Trans Lives Matter. Like,
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. But basically they say like, oh, we are a band. We got together in LA and then we like, this is our story of like how we became a band, how we formed. And these are songs. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's an original idea. Yeah. Also there's the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. I just saw that here.
Yeah. So this is a big deal for people that like these games because it's the first, like, you can go out and explore. It's like more open world than just like the back.
Oh, because I feel like, wasn't this the Five Nights at Freddy's security breach? This was announced previously in a different showcase. I remember it. Yeah. Because it's more open.
Yes.
It's not just like, you're not stationary like you are in the other games.
Yes. So a lot of people.
You're not stationary in. Which one was it? 4 or 5 where you're like crawling in the vents?
Yeah, there was a little bit more movement.
But this one is actually like open, not open world, but like you can move around, it seems, and you're running away.
It's like an Outlast type thing where you're like running around and hiding and making sure.
This looks cool. Get caught. Death's Door. I don't know, maybe not. Never mind.
I honestly.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
I think I didn't see that.
You're like, that was when I was blacked out from drinking too much water.
But the one before, so if you go up. That's what I was talking about. Rider. This looks so bad.
Oh my god! It doesn't look. It looks like something Nintendo would release.
Exactly, but not
no
even.
Offense, Nintendo.
No offense to Nintendo, but like Nintendo would have released a better this. So much better than Nintendo.
This. Wait, I need to play this trailer.
Yeah.
And scrub through it.
I'm like thinking like. They paid Blondie. They paid rights to get a Blondie song.
True.
And for this.
Yeah, so that's the thing is they had to pay so much money for Blondie's song that they didn't have enough of a budget to make a good game.
Or character design that looks cool.
That was really mean. I'm sorry.
No. I totally get it.
I don't want to look at that anymore.
Do you need a big fat marker? Fell out of my coat pocket.
Nope.
Big fat marker.
Star Ocean?
Yes, it's so funny. This trailer for the Star Ocean, the new one, it just showed in the very beginning of it like a guy on a ship and like a woman on the ship, and she has the face of like a 12-year-old but the boobs of like a Lady D. Yeah. Her, yeah. And
God, you're right.
And right when that happened, I was like, this is Star Ocean.
Yep.
I'd never seen this before, but I was like, this is Star Ocean. And it was.
Star Ocean.
I tried playing Star Ocean on the PS2 and it was too boring for me, so I stopped.
Yeah, I never got into it.
Yeah. But this game is the most interesting.
Little Devil Inside.
Yes.
Oh, this is what you were saying earlier when I was talking about the new Dark Picture anthology, which we'll talk about in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
The art design in this game looks so cool.
Ooh. Honk. This is a long trailer. It's 4 minutes long.
Yeah, they show a lot. This was already previously announced, but they didn't show as much as they did in this one. So they show like the map. They show like what you do in the game. Kind of. It's hard to tell exactly what you do in the game. I feel like it's an action adventure game.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Oh, and the little sheep. Yeah, there's little sheep there. You have to bypass.
Oh my god.
The narrator is really good. He has like a thick accent. It sounds really good.
This house looks cool.
Yeah, and the lighting's really the lighting's cool. The story seems really cool and interesting.
Oh, wow. I like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested in Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, this game looks like it could be something really good.
Okay, I should stop playing videos. My battery's dying.
But yeah, Little Devil Inside, that's something. But I was interested in that since the last showcase. But with these games being announced, I was really hoping for a Stray release date.
Yeah, and we still don't have anything.
No.
I am so excited for Stray, though.
Oh, me too. It's like on my top list where I'm just going to play it that night. It's so Stray, if you haven't seen any videos of that, it's a game that's releasing, I think, in 2022, right? I think so.
Yeah, they don't really have a date for it yet, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah. But I thought they had a year, but I could be wrong about that. Might not even be 2022.
I think it was supposed to come out at the end of this year, and it was delayed.
Okay. Good. They'll make it better.
Good. It'll be perfect.
But
perfect cat.
It's a cyberpunk cat game.
Yeah.
It's like it's taking place in like Blade Runner for cats. Like you are a cat.
It's everything Blade Runner could have been and wasn't.
Yeah.
Which is you're a cat.
Yeah. You could have been a cat the whole time, and you're Harrison Ford. What a letdown.
What a letdown.
I mean, look at my freaking shirt. It's like
yeah.
It says "Go away, human."
Perfect
For Stray. I'm already in the mood for Stray. Scram. Get out of
There's
here.
a sign behind me in this room that says Scram.
Scram. But no, I'm excited for Stray.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we haven't seen anything else yet because that would have made the showcase. But
yeah, I was holding out for it.
Yeah.
But we got Little Devil Inside, which
looks cool.
That looks cool. That was the most or the big takeaway from that, because OFK is good, but I'm more interested in other games right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess moving on from that, the last thing that we have is another Dark Picture Anthologies release, which I'm super excited about. I love Dark Picture Anthologies.
Yeah, me too.
Supermassive is like killing it with these games.
Yeah.
And they get better every time. Like I feel like, because I've been playing House of Ashes, and I just feel like every game and every installment in the series just keeps getting better. And I feel like they're actually like listening to fans and like taking feedback, and like it's just like they keep getting better and better and better. And so I'm really excited because they announced that they're going to have the final installment of the Dark Picture Anthologies, which is going to be called The Devil in Me. And according to Polygon, they say the new game will follow a group of documentary filmmakers who receive invitations to tour a replica of serial killer H.H. Holmes' so-called murder castle. And since this is a horror game, they soon discover that someone invited them there to play a deadly game and watch their every move. And it's set to release in 2022. So another game without a release date, which is fine, because I want it to be the best game it can be.
Yeah, I mean, we just got House of Ashes, and they're coming out with that next year. House of Asses.
So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I don't really know. There's not too much about it. There's a trailer that we saw, very brief, but it does look and sound very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the goriest of them all. I feel like this
it has a sort of Saw-esque, like not maybe as gory, but the whole like, you know, being taken somewhere and like playing a game. And
yeah, and they show body parts. There were some
body
guts.
parts.
There's some guts.
None of the kind of body parts I wanted to see, but you know.
Yeah, they really showed some guts there.
Yeah, they got guts.
But I do think out of all of them, it might be the most goriest because it involves because the other ones are more like supernatural,
right?
And this is like just straight up serial killer,
right?
Like, I'm going to cut you up and I'm going to use your skin as a seat. Like that kind of thing.
I'm going to make furniture out of your skin.
And I'm going to sit in it.
I'm going to sit in it and drink coffee.
If I fits, I sit.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I do think that that's an interesting approach to it. And I'm interested to see who is in this one, because they get really famous actors to be in these. And then the last, who was in the Tisdale?
Ashley Tisdale.
Ashley Tisdale. Yeah. She was in House of Ashes. But Rami Malek was in Until Dawn.
Yeah.
And I love him. Yeah. And I'm interested to see who is in this one. Also, it's funny that you can look up the guy who's in Little Hope, like that actor. If you type in actor with eyebrows, he pops up. Yeah, he pops up. It's so funny.
Yeah. Because he's known for his eyebrows.
Yeah. And at first I was like, oh yeah. And then literally just type that in and he pops up.
Yeah.
I still don't remember his name, but
let's find out.
Type it in. Actor with eyebrows. Yeah.
There he is.
Will
Will Poulter.
Will Poulter. Yeah.
Oh, he's 28.
Yeah.
And he's British. Who knew?
Yeah. Oh, he does a good accent. He does a good American accent, and
he's very handsome.
Oh yes, very handsome. Carrot Top.
There's a picture. Yeah, there's a picture of Carrot Top that came up.
Oh God, remember Carrot Top? Wow.
I try not to.
Man,
Nicole Richie.
Feels like forever ago. But
13 most iconic eyebrows of all time.
Brooke Shields. Okay, I can kind of agree.
These eyebrows aren't really that good. I'm sorry.
I don't think they picked a good picture of her though.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah, that looks like she's at someone's wedding, and she's at one of the seats, and they took a picture with flash.
Yeah,
like a flash camera. No eye pictures.
Oh my God, I'm We're tumbling fast down a Google Images hole right now.
Yeah, you have to look up actor with eyebrows and just go down the list and look at these pictures that they have. They have Beyonce
without eyebrows
and with eyebrows. They have Leonardo DiCaprio without eyebrows.
Oh my God.
That's great. But yeah, I'm interested to see who they pull in for this one.
Yeah. I'll be interested too to just see what like if it is more gory or like how because it seems like if it's going to be like they're saying it's the finale of the Dark Pictures series, like is it going to be this like huge, like go out with a bang, make it super gory and impressive? Like I'm really excited to see more because I love this series. I love the through line of like making choices and playing as a character and like finding premonitions, and how each game has different objects that give you premonitions and how, I just think there's such like masterfully put together games that keep getting better every time. So I have really high hopes for this. I would say I don't have little hope.
Oh.
Anyway.
Would you say we have to wait until dawn to see about that?
I just kicked Mary because I hate these jokes.
Yeah. That he resorts to physical violence when he doesn't like things.
What can I say? We're in my house of ashes, so.
That's right.
This is my house of ashes.
Whew.
There's no joke you can make about Man and Medan.
Seems like you have a devil in you.
And that devil may cry.
Speaking of a game I haven't played in forever.
And
don't care about the new ones.
Right?
Yeah. Let me bask in that thought that I haven't thought of in a while.
That I haven't thought of in forever.
Yeah.
I just have this picture of Beyonce without eyebrows up on the monitor.
Yeah, we should just have it. Yeah, like on the actual like video, just like that, like nothing else, like not the actual video, just that.
Just that, and we leave it on at all times. Yes. Like anyone who comes over and looks in this room just sees Beyonce without eyebrows.
She still kills it.
Yeah, right.
She's still fantastic looking. Wow.
But that's it for our topics today. I think Mary and I are gonna we want to stream House of Ashes.
Yes.
I convinced, because the thing is I didn't want to wait to play it, and so I convinced myself that the outcome would be different if we played it together than how I played it. So therefore I could play it by myself and it'd be fine.
And chances are you and me, we are kind of similar in our thought process a lot of times. So I feel like we'd probably pick the same things anyway.
Probably. It was funny because I was watching, I was also watching Alana stream it, and she was making the same choices that I would have made. And I'm like, does this mean that we would be good friends if we met in real life?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say sure. I'm going to say sure on that, not knowing her.
It's like a personality test.
Yeah, it is.
To see how people play the Dark Picture Anthologies games.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. But we should do where we make the decisions where we play, and I do the opposite decisions of what I do, and then you do the opposite decisions of what you did last time.
Yeah.
When we decide. So it's like, you decide this one.
Oh my God. It's
do the opposite.
Chaos.
Do the opposite.
I'm excited though to see because I'm
usually really nice in those games. Like I'm always like the person with morals. I always take the high road.
Yep.
I'm never the person that like causes, like stirs the pot or like kills people unnecessarily. I always try to save people. Like I have the hero complex in these games. So I'm always like, I need to make sure that everyone likes me and that I'm okay. And that kind of thing. So if I do opposite, I just be total dick. I'm just going to go be like a total dick.
It's like Life is Strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll be interested to see, because I tried this time to play as the characters, because like every game, like if you've played the other games in the series, when it introduces a character, it gives you a swath of like personality traits, and you can look at those throughout the game in your menu. But I was like, oh, maybe I'll like actually try to play as the characters, but then like they introduced so many characters at once that I was like, I don't remember who's like how this person is supposed to be.
Man with sunglasses.
Yeah. Well, and so like I've been trying my best to like play as the characters, and it's been going well. I did accidentally kill someone really early on.
Oh god.
And it was because I don't want to like spoil anything, but I think it was because I like fucked up a quick time event.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, fuck, but it was a character I didn't like. So I was like, do I care?
That's true. But the thing is, I always try to save. I'm like obsessed with trying to save everybody.
Yeah. And we're back.
And we're here again.
You guys won't know because I will be editing the podcast, but my laptop died, so...
Yeah.
But we didn't lose the audio.
That's good. That's great. That's the success story out of this.
So basically, I'm perfect.
I think that equates to that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited about this last installment of Dark Picture Anthologies. And I'll be curious if Supermassive does... Because those games were... like Dark Picture Anthology. So I wonder if they'll do like another like anthology series. Like that's what I'm really curious about going forward in the coming years is like, will they do another series? Like, will it be like, what kind of series would it be? Like if they've already done like the horror, suspense, you know, whatever.
They do like feel good comedy.
It's like slice of life.
Yeah. It's like comedy. Yeah.
I'd be down. That'd be funny.
Yeah. That would be pretty great. Because it is like a movie thing. So I wonder, like, has anyone really tried to make a comedy game now that I think about it?
Like like Yakuza, I think is funny. Like, it's not a comedy game.
It is very funny.
But they're funny.
Yeah, it is very funny.
There is definitely a through line of humor.
Yeah.
To those games.
And there's that game where, like, you could be a stand-up comedian. And, like, you have to enter your, like, the words or whatever.
Yeah.
And it says it. Like, the jokes. That's pretty funny. But
yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited about it, too. I'm a diehard fan.
Yeah.
Of decision tree games.
Yeah, same. I love it.
Yeah. So I guess that's all, though. That's really everything that we want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a light day.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's pretty dark out.
It's a Sprite day.
I'm feeling Dr. Pepper.
And on that note,
thanks for listening and or watching.
Mm-hmm. Or both.
As always, you can watch us on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
After School Special Club. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google.
You can dream about us.
You can dream about us.
Dreams.
Yeah.
And into my car.
Yeah. Ooh. And then you can leave us a review on iTunes, because the more 5-star ratings and positive reviews we get, the higher we climb in the charts.
Yeah, the higher we climb, the more we can climb ourselves out of things we don't want to be in. So help us.
Help us. This is a cry for help.
Yes.
No, but really, thank you guys. I know the last few episodes were kind of bumpy with our technical issues, but Mercury is not in retrograde anymore. So hopefully...
The solar flares are happening. So
yeah, so this might get fucked. If it wrecks all the satellites and I can't upload anything because there's no Wi-Fi anymore.
There's no world, so why would there be Wi-Fi? Anyway, thank you again, and we shall see you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.